Hey, Dan.
Coach, what did you like about your group's ability to not only turn them over tonight, but also, turn those opportunities into points?
And that's what we've been talking about. We've done a great job of turning teams over, finishing possessions, but then getting in transition and getting the easy baskets. I think that's a big key for us as we continue to move forward.
After Jalen started that last game with some foul trouble, was there an emphasis to get him going early, or was that just what he did out there to start?
That's just what he did. I think that's who he is. I mean, you noticed the last game he had a couple of shots that were very similar to tonight. They didn't fall, and then he got in foul trouble. So I think it's just him staying poised. And the great part about those experiences is that you can learn from them. And that's exactly what happened from tonight to last game. Learning that you get in foul trouble early, you still have to find the right and appropriate aggression.
Toughness on display before, but when he went down, what was going through your mind, and for him to come back and
Nothing.
Continue to play?
Nothing. I know he's coming back. He's a tough kid. There's a reason why he played football.
You mentioned during the losing streak how everyone was still very poised and not panicking or not kind of losing sight of the big picture. But these last 3 games, how much confidence has that given this team to kind of establish themselves here early in the season?
Well, I really think, and we really think as a coaching staff, that this is why we keep talking about process. We keep talking about process. During the losing streak, we were getting the right shots. We were getting to the paint. We were doing the things we needed to do. We were defending at a decent clip. And now you put it all together with ability to make some shots, get the stops that you need to, turn them over the right way. It's still the same shot profile. It's still the same defense, but now you're converting on the other end, and you're actually knocking some of those shots down. So I think that's the part of the process that you have to stick with, and you can't keep chasing and worried about the result as much as you worry about the work that you're doing.
We've heard not only you, but a lot of the players kind of talk about the importance of keeping the joy in this team. Seems like since you guys have returned home, obviously winning helps that, I'm sure, but it seems like the energy is just up from you guys on the court. What do you think is contributing to that?
Our fans. You got to be kidding me. Every time we walk in this building, it's amazing, man. They're the best fans in the NBA. They are supportive, like not just in here, but like in the community, what they do and how they are and how they support this group. I think 3 times a night we had a chance to get free chicken on the free throws, and these guys were just they were going crazy, and I thought it was great. I really thought it was fantastic, and that's what fuels these guys night in and night out when we're home.
Just one basketball question. We talked before the game about the importance of keeping them off the offensive glass and limiting their second chance points. I think they only had 6 or 7 tonight, and they came in leading or near the top of the league in that category. Yeah. What did you like about your team's defense and effort on the glass?
Well, one, I give credit to our coaches. Lionel had the scout tonight, and he did a great job of explaining exactly what was necessary for us to be able to give ourselves a chance in this game. And one of those keys was keeping them off the three-point line. The second key was keeping them off the offensive glass. And our guys did a great job of taking on that challenge, getting 8 offensive rebounds for them, but limiting the second chance points. And then they only made six threes in the second half. I think that's a big credit to our guys focusing and locking in on the game plan.
Franz continues to seemingly elevate his play game by game. How pleased have you been with, his continued progression?
It's who he is. I think he does such a phenomenal job of just taking on the moment, stepping into there as a competitor. He's super competitive, and he's going to do whatever is necessary to help this team to win. And he's embracing all of the challenges that are coming and not shying away from it. And his guys are supporting him just the same way, and that's who he is for us, and he's going to continue to be for us.
Coach, since Paolo went down, it feels like there's been a point of emphasis in this team to push the pace a little bit more, get out in transition. And I think it was 25 against New Orleans tonight, 17 fast break points. How much of the offense changes in terms of wanting those fast break opportunities with Paolo out?
I think we always want the fast break opportunities. So it's not necessarily getting away from it just because Paolo's not playing. It's the ability to push the pace. And what we just said, when we get the stops or we get the defensive rebound or we get a turnover, we have to convert. And the ability to finish on the break is something that we got to just make sure we keep focusing in on and rewarding ourselves for getting a big stop or getting a steal.
Thank you, Coach Mose.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How y'all doing, everybody?
Good.
See,
Jalen, how pleased were you with your group's ability to not only force them into turnovers, but then convert those opportunities into points tonight?
I thought it was great. I think our defense fueled everything tonight. It wasn't shot making fueling us. It was getting stops on that end and then getting out and run, causing problems in transition, which is something that we do very well, just with all the athleticism, getting to the rim and the shooting that we have around us. So I think it was great. I think we played defense. Everybody was locked in. We didn't take many possessions off on that side of the ball, which led to runouts, easy buckets, which kind of got us flowing. So it was great. I think all-around effort from everybody tonight.
Jalen, it seems like whenever you play against a high-caliber opponent like a LaMelo Ball or Brandon Miller, your defense really fuels your offense and kind of pushing the ball early. Can you talk about sort of how that went for you tonight, and just in general, like whenever you're going up against a guy like that, just how it kind of fuels your offensive game?
A good thing about this league is we get great players every night. A ton of great guards, who've not only come through this building this year already, but that we faced on the road. And, as a competitor, you have to be ready, willing, and look forward to taking on those challenges, on both ends of the floor. So I think that's what I carry in, every night, whether it's going for me or not. I know I have the ability, to change the game on defense, and that's something that I can rely on. It's almost like a source of confidence, you know what I'm saying, going into any game, because I know that I can have an impact no matter what, no matter how the game flow goes or what's calling me, I can impact the game. So, it was nice, man. Coming out playing great players like that, he had a day. He's had a great year so far. A lot of shouts out to him, but just trying to play solid and on the offensive end, find my shots, play free, and just hoop for real. So, I thought it was a great night, felt good hooping today. It's a great feeling.
What happened with that collision? Was there ever a doubt you were going to not come back? And obviously we know you're a tough guy, but how are you feeling now?
I was just about to say, you know me, Jay. No, I'm straight. Just one of those weird ones. You know what I'm saying? Fine. Get back to the bench, make sure everything's straight, get back to hooping. But I'm cool.
During the losing streak, we heard you guys talk about how you wanted to stick with the process and then kind of stay. You believed you guys were doing what you needed to do. Now that you're experiencing success, how much confidence is that giving you, and how much has kind of the experience of the last 2 weeks kind of fed how you played the last 3 games?
No, it's great to find rhythm, you know what I'm saying, and play off of momentum. It's always amazing in the Florida season. Like I said, the same way that we can drop 5, you can take 5 real quick, you know what I'm saying? And for as heavy as those moments were, you have to celebrate these moments as well. So I think everybody's doing a great job, and again, trusting the process, trusting the journey, you know what I'm saying? Not so focused on, the end goal or the present, you know what I'm saying, but understanding that it's going to be ups and downs, you know what I'm saying, ebbs and flows, it happens in hoop, it happens in life. And I think everybody's just following that right now, you know what I'm saying, staying steady, continuing to work, and, the results are showing, so it's great, man. I'm real proud of how everybody's stuck together. We've never skipped a beat, nobody's ever turned their back on anybody, and any, bad words to say, we've stayed connected, stayed, stayed as a group, and we're starting to get these wins now, which is great. So,
Jalen, Charlotte came into tonight as one of the league leaders in second chance points, and you guys limit them to 6 or 7 tonight. How much pride do you guys take in rebounding and keeping another team off the offensive glass? Obviously also allowing that to fuel your fast break offense.
Oh man, we just trusted the game plan. The coaches came in and told us that they were doing a great job in crashing the glass. Even though they're not the biggest team, but that's hard. Sometimes we were shooting a lot of threes. Long shots equal long rebounds. And, they're finding the gaps and spots to get it. So a lot of credit to them, and what they've been doing so far. But the coaches put it on the board. You know what I'm saying, and we just tried to go out and execute. Everything that they put in front of us. Trusting that it's for our benefit. And I thought it played a big role tonight. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple of them still, but even when they got them, we did a great job in scrambling around and finding bodies and then defending again. So just think we followed the game plan very well tonight. And equated to a win. That's what happens when you kind of check all the boxes. You get results like this.
Jalen, you opened the NBA Cup up with a win. What was the psychology of that like? You guys are usually pretty good about keeping the foot on the gas, but how important was it to continue to do that tonight?
we should have been in it last year, and you know what I'm saying. And the point differential gets us. So you know that was conversations we had. You know, continue to play, continue to score. You know, all the way through the full 48. You know, till the zeros on the clock. So yeah, no, I thought it was great. Even when you know end of the game, you know those guys stepped in. You know, TQ, Coach, C. Hughes, Jet. You know, they came in and played great basketball. Cole, so happy to see him on the floor hooping again, man, and having fun. So everybody did their job tonight. You know, you can't ask for anything else, you know, from your brothers, you know, whether from top to bottom. You know, everybody came in, you know, with a purpose, executed, and these are the results, you know. So the tough part now is can you answer that? You know, we've set the standard. You know, we've said it before. We set the standards high. You know, therefore you got to continue to come at it. You know, give your all, whatever you have in the tank. And yeah, you know, we got a tough one tonight. So everybody gonna go home, get some rest, man, some recovery, and get back in this building.
Jalen, you've gotten to come into the league with Franz back in 2021. You've seen him grow day in and day out. For him to now score 32 tonight, a season high, 5 consecutive games of 20-plus points, just really stepping up in the absence of P. Do you believe this is the best basketball he's playing of his career?
It's hard because every day I feel like he one-ups it. You know what I'm saying, man? He's hooping. He's hooping. I told him, keep carving him up, man, because when he's in that mode, aggressive, but also really dissecting the game. You know, I love how intellectual he is. You know, see things like this. You know, we come out and you feel like every possession he has the ball, something good can happen. You know, a bucket, a foul, you know, a good pass leading to a score. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing amazing right now. You know, I'm really proud of him. That's my brother for real. Again, like I said, we started this journey in here together, grown up together for the past 4 years. You know, so to see him thrive and flourish, and you know, there's nothing but put a smile on my face.
Take the rest of the night off.
See y'all, man. Thank you.
Franz, your group was not only able to turn them over tonight, but you were also able to convert those opportunities into points. You know, what did you like about your group's ability to do that tonight?
Yeah, I thought our, except for our first quarter, really, I thought we played really good defense. Yeah, like you said, turned them over, got easy points off of that. Fought over screens. They had a bunch of offensive fouls on those. Just overall, really good effort, I thought. You know, from everybody that checked in.
Franz, you had the Franz, you had the 32 points tonight, obviously, but I think you also had 8 rebounds to your name. How much pride do you guys as a team take in that aspect of the game, letting it, whether it's fueling your defense or your fast break offense? How much pride do you guys take in the rebounding aspect of your game?
Yeah, a lot. I think defensively we're really good. I think we gotta step it up a little bit on the offensive glass. That was a big part of our game last year, and I mean, I think the most important thing is how does the team rebound out there when someone's out there. You know, I think guys are always really eager to look at, oh, this guy got so many rebounds, but you know, I think it's more important that the team gets it. You know what I mean?
We heard throughout the losing streak you guys talk about sticking with the process, that you like the shots that you were getting and just needed to kind of find your way out of it. Three straight wins. Where's the confidence level of this team at, you having gone through what you went through and now kind of beginning to see those results come around?
Yeah, we're confident, but you know, we also know we're 6-6 and it's early in the season, and you know, the way it works is the moment you like look too far ahead or look back or any of that stuff, that's when you you know, don't focus on the next game and on what's right in front of you, and you know, that's what's most important.
You guys play the Pacers again tomorrow night, third time in the first 13 or 14 games. How familiar, obviously, are you with them, and what challenge do they present again?
Yeah, you know, a really challenging team. They play extremely fast. You know, obviously have a great offense where, you know, they move a lot. It's 2-3 actions on every possession and put you in a lot of difficult situations. So, you know, obviously not an easy game for a back-to-back, but you know, I think if it's a great challenge for our defense, and you know, if we do our job, I think we'll be in good shape.
Franz, you're now averaging 26, 5, and 5 in the last 5 games. The only other players this season to do that throughout the season: Giannis, Jokic, Tatum, LaMelo, Paolo, Luka, and Shea. Great players rise to the occasion. What would you make of your plays so far in the games that Paolo's missed?
Yeah, I think I had a little adjustment period, and I talked about. I think it's a little of a mentality shift for me as well. The way I grew up playing was a lot off the ball, and just taking really good shots all the time. And yeah, I think, like I said, I think sometimes it's okay to take a mid-range shot and stuff like that. So that's something that's not ingrained necessarily, or wasn't taught to me from a young age. So it's a good challenge for me, and I say this all the time. It's just super cool to get those opportunities, and I just want to make the most of them.
Franz, do you sense that the team is feeling more comfortable now that Paolo's not on the floor? And what aspect would you like to see the team improve with not having Paolo on the floor?
I mentioned the crashing. I still think we have sometimes, guys are going to make shots and some tough ones, but I think, I think still sometimes we have like a couple breakdowns defensively that we don't need to have. And offensively, I think just getting into some stuff quicker. I think sometimes we, obviously sometimes we're tired too, and it's tough to do that for 48. But just kind of eliminating those lulls within a quarter. Yeah.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks.
We'll see everyone tomorrow, 5:15.